Hey everyone, and welcome. Today we're going to follow the journey of a single crucial piece of financial data, the trade report. Now, if you're an IT professional in the world of finance, you know this isn't just some simple file transfer. Oh no, it's a high-stakes mission getting data from your system to a regulator's database. And every single step is absolutely critical. So let's start with the basics. What exactly is a trade repository, or TR? Well, think of it like a massive, super secure library that regulators have made mandatory. Every time a derivatives trade goes down, all the details have to be sent here and put on the shelf. And the goal? It's really simple: transparency. Regulators need to see what's happening in the market so they can spot risks and hopefully prevent another financial crisis. All right, so here's our roadmap for this explainer. We're going to follow a report through its entire life cycle. First up, we'll look at how the data gets packaged. Then, we'll track its journey to the repository. After that, it faces what I like to call the gauntlet of validation. And finally, we'll tackle the constant challenge of keeping up with change. Okay, let's dive in. Our journey kicks off with packaging. And just like sending a real parcel, you can't just throw your data in a digital box and hope for the best. It has to be prepared just right, with the perfect contents, the correct label, and the right kind of packaging. Before anything even gets sent, the system has to know why it's sending it, and that's where the action type code comes into play. You can think of it as the shipping label for our data package. It tells the trade repository exactly what to do with the info inside. Is this a brand new trade, a correction to an old one, a cancellation? That one little code specifies the entire intent. And what's so cool about this is how these simple, single-letter codes trigger some really complex actions. You see a P? That tells the repository, hey, create a new position. An E is the system saying, oops, there was a mistake in a previous report and here's the fix. A V is just a routine valuation update. Each code kicks off a specific automated workflow, which makes the whole process incredibly structured. Next up, we gotta pick the right box for our data. And in trade reporting, you've basically got two choices: CSV or XML. Think of CSV as a plain old cardboard box. Yeah, it's simple to pack, but boy is it fragile. A single misplaced comma can throw off every piece of data that comes after it, causing total chaos. And that is exactly why regulators mandated the move to XML, specifically the ISO 2022 standard. This isn't a cardboard box, it's a reinforced, secure crate. Its structure, with all its strict tags, means the data is clear, unambiguous, and basically checks itself. It was a direct response to all the low-quality data regulators were seeing, making sure they get a clean, reliable picture of what's going on. So our package is labeled, it's boxed up securely, now it's finally ready to ship. This next stage is all about that automated journey from your internal systems out onto the digital highway and right into the trade registry's receiving dock. And this slide just shows the beautiful mechanical precision of the whole thing. It really is like a high-tech conveyor belt. First, your system uploads the file to a secure folder. The TR's service immediately grabs it and starts running its checks. Based on those checks, the report is either accepted or rejected. But here's the crucial part: a response file is always sent back, telling you what happened. It's a perfect closed-loop system designed to be efficient and to track every single error. This brings us to the most critical, and let's be honest, the most stressful stage of the whole journey: the gauntlet of validation. This is not just a simple check-in. It is an intense inspection, like a customs check at the border, that determines whether your report is compliant and gets in, or gets sent right back to you with a problem. Now, to really understand why this part is so tough, just think about this question for a second. What happens when you and your trading partner both report the very same trade, but your data doesn't match up perfectly? This right here is the core problem that these huge, complex IT systems are built to solve, because even the tiniest little difference can cause a major, major headache. So this inspection happens in two layers. First is technical validation. This is all about checking the packaging itself. Is it the right file format? Are all the required fields there? Is the data in the right format? Then comes the second and much harder layer: business logic validation. This is where the tier compares your report to your counterparty's report. So first the system checks the box, and then it opens it up to make sure the contents match what your partner sent. And here's the bottom line: when trades don't match, they generate alerts. And these are not friendly little notifications. They are red flags that represent a compliance breach. IT and operations teams have to jump on these reconciliation breaks and fix them fast. because unresolved issues can lead to some very real and very large fines from regulators. So let's say you've mastered the packaging, the submission, and the validation. You think the job is done, right? Well, not so fast. The entire landscape is constantly shifting under your feet. And maybe the biggest challenge of all for IT teams is just navigating this relentless change. For all the IT pros listening right now, these challenges probably look painfully familiar. You've got to pull data from tons of different internal systems that often don't want to talk to each other. You are on the hook for the quality of that data. You have to keep a high availability infrastructure running 24/7. And on top of all that, you have to constantly adapt when regulators decide to change the rules of the game. This quote from our source material really just says it all. The technical standards, the very structure of the data you're required to send, are updated all the time. This just means your systems can't be rigid. They have to be built from the ground up with flexibility and adaptability at their core, so you're ready for the next big rule change. And that really leaves us with one final important question to think about. In this world of ever-changing financial regulation, the ultimate test of a reporting system isn't just whether it works today, it's about whether it's ready for tomorrow. So you have to ask, is your system built to adapt, or is it built to break? Thanks for joining me.